Standard 5, Environmental Studies, Part 2, Second Chapter, History and the Concept of Time.
Hi students, how are you all? Again, I would like to welcome you all here. Today I am going to teach you the remaining part of the second chapter of history, that is the history and the concept of time. Today we are going to learn the second point, measurement of time and the methods of measuring time. Okay, are you ready? Okay, now let's start. Here we are going to study in what way do we measure the time. Okay, to measure means what do you mean by to measure? To ascertain an amount or a degree of something, that is called as measurement. Okay, so we are going to study the methods of measuring time. Okay student, now see, second, minute, hour, day, week, month, year, century and millennium. These are the units of time, or these are the units of measurement of time. Okay, and here the smallest unit of time is a second. Okay, see student, there are different ways of measuring time in the different parts of the world. Okay, and one of them is the common era. Most of the time we do use the common era to measure the time. Okay, now see, what do we do to show a day? Yes, think over it. What do we do to show a day? Yes, if you want to indicate a day, how do you indicate that day? Okay, yes, right, we do indicate that day by writing the date of that day. Then how to write the date? Yes, do you know how to write the date? Yes, okay, very good. Can you tell me? Yes, you can write the date in the comment box and tell me. Okay, very good. So how do we write the date? Okay, yes, while writing the date, first of all we write the serial number of that day. Then it is followed by the serial number of the month, and at last it is followed by the serial number of the year. Date, month and the year. In this pattern we do write our date. Okay, understood? There are different patterns of writing date too, but most commonly we use this pattern, that is day, month and year. There are other methods too. We have seen that the Christian era or the common era started in the memory of Jesus Christ. It is an age-old custom to start a new era to commemorate a special day or special event. For example, the coronation of a great king. We know that Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj also started the new era, that is Rajyabhishek Shaka. Okay, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj also started the new era or Shaka, known as Rajyabhishek Shaka, in 1674 AD to commemorate his own coronation. Okay, commemorate means what? Celebration or to give respect. With this Shaka, Shalivan Shaka and Vikram Samvat Shaka is used in India. The founder of Islam, Prophet Muhammad, migrated from Makkah to Medina. This event is celebrated as a Hijri era. Okay, Hijri era started to commemorate this event of migration from Makkah to Medina. And the Parsi community in India uses the Shahanshah era. Okay student, have you understood? Okay, very good. Now students, we are going to study the next point, that is the 2.3, historical periods. Okay, in the first chapter we have studied what is history. Okay, history is a science that tells us about the past events. Okay, as well as we have learned that the past time or the bygone time makes up the past. Okay, and the past is the subject matter of the history. If you want to understand the periods in history, we need to understand the past. Okay, and here just now I told you history deals with the past. So we must go back to the billions of years when the solar system existed. For example, here our solar system existed 4.5 billion years ago. Okay, our Earth is the one of the planets of the solar system. So
What can we presume here, or what do we understand here? That
our Earth also existed 4.5 billion years ago. Okay, student, understood this one? Very good. The span of 4.5 billion years is the vast period. It is the vast time. Okay, and if you want to understand the history, then it is quite difficult to understand or quite difficult to have a glance over the history due to this vast period of time. So what we can do to understand the history? Yes, we can divide the history into periods. So here the history periods are divided into different parts or different periods. Okay, for example, prehistoric period and historic period. Then what is mean by prehistoric period? See, prehistoric mean before historic period. That period is called as prehistoric period. In prehistoric time, the written records were not available to write the history. It is written on the basis of the evidences which we found in the excavation.
have you understood the prehistoric period?
Very good. Now historic period. What is historic period then? Okay. Yes, in historic period we have got the written record, and on the basis of that written record the history is written. Okay, understood? For example, prehistoric period belongs to the Stone Age. Okay, and the 3 stages of Stone Age. Understood? Very good. Yes, student. Now we are going to learn the next point, that is the 2.4 scientific methods of measuring time and establishing age. Okay, so are you ready? Very good. Now see, student. See, can you tell me what is the date today? Yes, for example, today is 20th June 2020. Okay, when we talk about this date, what we are talking about then? Yes, we are talking about the day. It helps us to identify the day as well as the earlier day and the next day. And also we have studied there are different ways to measure the time. Okay, students, and all these measures help us to identify a day, a month or a year with respect to its earlier and next year. Okay, or month or day.
Okay, students, have you understood?
Yes. Now see, for example, if today is the 20th June, it means that yesterday was 19th June and tomorrow there will be 21st June. Okay, in respect to earlier day and the latter day, we can identify what is the today or what is the date of today. Okay, in the same way, month and year, we can identify month and year in respect to earlier and latter month and year. Okay, student, in the same way, if it is the month of June, then we know that the earlier month was of month of May. In the same way, the next month will be July. Okay, now see, students, the events which were occurred before Common Era, that were mentioned as before Common Era events. Yes, student, just now I told you that in prehistoric period the written records were not available. So the history is written on the basis of the things, the artifacts which we obtained from the excavation, or the objects which were buried down under the ground. on the basis of that objects the history is written, as well as we can understand the time of that artifacts by doing the scientific study of that man-made artifacts. We can understand the time of that artifacts. Okay, so in this way, by doing the scientific study of the artifacts which we got from the excavation, the artifacts, the fallen structures can be studied scientifically, and we can determine the time of the events which were took place
thousands of years ago.
Understood, student? There are various layers of soils under the ground, and it is very difficult to tell the period of time of the remains that we found under the ground. Okay, exactly date we could not able to tell, but we can determine
An approximate period of time.
a rough estimate of how many years ago they existed can be determined by using scientific methods such as carbon-14 analysis and tree rings analysis. Understood, student? These methods are known as dating techniques.
So students, in the first part of this video we have learned point number 2.1, that is division of time and the timeline. Okay, and in this video we have learned the point number 2.2, that is measurement of time and methods of measuring time. 2.3, historical periods, and the last 2.4, scientific methods of measuring time and establishing age, that is dating. Okay student, have you understood? Very good. So in the next video we are going to do exercise, so be connected for more and more such educational video, and do not forget to subscribe it, like it, comment below the video. Thank you.